Hello everybody, I'm Larkin Omega. You're watching my modded Factorio playthrough. This is episode 16, and I think what we're going to work on is getting the copper and iron foundries separated and maybe expanded a little bit to handle more input. And I believe I'm going to also set up a Factorio building for my circuits. It'll make it a little bit easier on me to use them in the future. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, so here we are. This is where we left the factory last time. We've already got quite a bit of bricks, but I need 500 per Factorio building. So that's going to be a little bit longer, and he's going to get picked up at some point. So we need to get this foundry separated, which honestly not too hard. We've only got 4 copper furnaces going at the moment. So it shouldn't be too hard to pick it up and get it changed out. But as you can see, I'm researching rail signals. One of the things I'm definitely going to do is I'm going to set up a rail loading and unloading probably for all of these resources. And then bring it up here. Rails are a little bit cheaper than belts over a given distance. It has to be a large enough distance, but for what I'm doing right now, I probably want to get rails because the next biggest iron mine from this one is over here, and that's far enough away that I want to have rails coming up and into my peninsula here. There's another one right there. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff out here. Usually I don't like setting up rails before I get logistics, but that's, you know, I really need to start getting my early game down a little bit, get it figured out a little bit better. So yeah, so for right now we need to get the copper foundry set up, which means we need more more stone bricks, and we need to get this moved into something, and then just go from there. Our science is chucking along pretty good. We don't have blue set up yet, but we do have plastic being produced. We don't have enough plastic being produced to really make a difference, but we could feed it in if we wanted to, and start getting blue science set up. But again, I want another Factorio building for that because it's going to take up more space than I've got available in here. So I'm going to nest them one deep and put the blue science production in here. Looks like my red science isn't quite keeping up with my number of buildings. And that could just be due to the fact that I did some pretty heavy red science research recently. But green is fully separated out. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm just wasting time until I can get more of these. I might want to just go ahead and make another furnace. Look at that, a whole bunch of red circuits. Let's see, what am I short on a furnace? Stone bricks, which I don't have very many of. So yeah, we definitely need another furnace going. We'll get that set up, and then we will see. Oh, that's just unfortunate. That is just really unfortunate. Oh, I need to get my power situation better set up. Oh, just unfortunate. I guess I could just move this guy over one. 2 furnaces rocking on that should be good. We'll get another building, Factorio building in no time. In the meantime, oh yeah, you're going to be called oil and iron foundry. I didn't name the power building, but we should name it steam. Science, and those are all my Factorio buildings named, so I can keep them separate. Yeah, a little bit slower pace this episode. I'm not sure entirely what I need to do, so I was not prepared for what I actually need, which is, oh, you know what? I need to make more furnaces. But I need the stone bricks as well. Impasse. So, you know what? We could set up some more automation. I do need a steadier stream of... Well, what was that? I still got 22 stone furnaces. Yeah, I don't know what I need to automate. I need to get the foundries. I need to get my foundations built, which are setting up the foundries a little bit better than what they are. This one is terrible. Alright. Looks like the oil's still pumping along. Thank you for going in the building. Yeah. I can't really take too much more ore intake before I get the copper foundry set up, because I can't expand it as it is. And my iron is flowing, but it's not flowing well. And this is just kind of I feel this is just kind of a mess right here. Should be a little bit better. It's not, though. Oh, let's see if we can build the what was it? Reverse engineering building. I don't think I can. I think I have to research it. The resource monitor. Make blueprints, which is useful. I don't think I can make the reverse engineering building yet. Yeah. And I can't... Oh, I can make the heavy armor. Or the modular armor. You know, I might go ahead and do that, because it is a good bit more protection than what I've got. And... and I can also add my Gatling gun, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I have to go pick up my gun turrets to do it. Oh, unknown key equipment /name automated /equipment /firearm magazine. That's great coding there. It's not bad, but it's not great either. So we've got modular armor, which is actually a little bit better than the light armor that I was wearing. Has slightly better resistances. I can add things while I'm in. Since I'm using the no, not reverse factory, modular armor mod, I've got this power conduit equipment, which allows me to tap into the power grid of my base to power my modular or power armor. While I'm in the base, which is great if you set one up for like legs and stuff and running around and personal roboports and all this other wonderful junk. Yeah, there's the reverse factory. What do I got in my blueprint string? This will be foreman, and then this will be the one of the train mods. I can't remember what it's called. There's filter train. There's shuttle train, which is a really useful mod. Lets you get around a lot of places. I'm going to add you to the research queue, and we'll put you right after rail tanker. But the actuator equipment and being able to move around was really nice for speed parts, for covering ground. Alright, how many bricks do I have? I have enough to start the foundry. Yay. So we'll go ahead and make that building up, and we will get the copper foundry going. Oh, I ran myself out of steel by making other stuff. That's alright, we got plenty of steel in here. Alright, we'll go ahead and make the building. And then we will get the copper figured out a little bit better than what it is, and I'm going to have to move a lot of stuff. Reorganizing constantly. We need to make 2 buildings. You know what? Let's get this put in the building first, and then we will work on the copper foundry. So I can make a blueprint, which is really useful. Because what I can do is I can just plop that down, take a blueprint of this, and then I can clear it later. Oh. Now let me cut their power. And we can just put down the ghosts, and I don't even have to think about I don't even have to think. Like, I don't even have to think about that chest. It's going to be automatically set up. It'll be automatically designated, I think, once I put it down. But we'll get everything into the factory. It'll allow me to move this around, which it'll eventually become just green circuits. But right now, we need to get everything placed down. So we can use 2 inputs from the top because I'm just getting iron and then some copper for that side. So I should probably be using 3 of the inputs from the top. Oh, plastic, yeah. So we'll need 3 inputs from the top. Well, that's not too hard. We'll just align it right over here. And we'll bring it down a little bit. So now I can just put stuff down in this right spot. I'm going to have to, looks like I'm going to have to designate everything again. Oh well. What I missed from the bots. So we'll get this. And then this one. Green circuits, paste, red circuits. So the blueprint was not as useful as I was hoping it would be. Kind of miss. I really miss my bots. I had a bunch of personal roboports last time I played through, and yeah, they made things a lot easier. I'll show that off to everybody whenever I get to it. I'll be making pretty heavy use of them. More inserters. So I don't have to worry about the power in here, which is nice, because it'll just be powered. So grab you, and you're going to be the iron. You're going to have plastic coming in. So we'll bring the plastic down here, and over like this, and straight down. Iron will come in like this, straight down, and then copper will come in straight down. You'll need some more belts, but it's pretty much set up again. I just have to feed it the basic resources. Yeah, let's go do that. Need more belts. With Factorio, you can really tighten up the splits. What we'll do is we'll end up putting it over here, making a lot more space. So let's grab a stack of belts. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Grab you. Put you... well, not quite. Put you there. You'll be split right next to it again. And then we'll split right here. And bring all these down a little bit to there, and then we'll put the building down right here. Yep. Okay, so that's running into the right spots. So that's nice. We can put in the splits here and here, and then down, and power run to it. So So what I mean about Factorissimo changing the way you can do the main bus, like I'll have no problem moving it now. No problem at all, really, because it's just contained. I don't have to grab every little thing and blueprint it. I can just pick it up and move it, and then change the inside later when I get to that point. Oh yeah, you need to be limited, so that way we're not just running through resources. Oh, and I forgot to grab the extra copper. But since I'm inside the building, why don't we just bring that over? And we're going to need an underground belt. We've got that splitter, so we'll split off right there, and then just pull it under. Yeah, there we go. We once again have an operational circuit factory. Inventory doesn't look too bad. Do we have enough for another one? We don't, not quite. But you can already see we definitely need the copper foundry. Copper is not moving at near fast enough pace for what we need. So we'll see about getting it built and getting the furnaces built for it. I think I might cannibalize these guys and then just rebuild this elsewhere, because it's taking up a lot of space in where I want to put the iron foundry. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to reorganize a lot of this again. It's gonna be a constant thing with me. I'm never happy with the way my factory looks until I'm finally happy with it, and I will constantly just make little tweaks and little changes to make things straighter. Like this is driving me insane right here, this little dog leg right here. Ugh. I think what I'll do is I'll just move the copper down a little bit, in which case we'll pick this up and move this down. This might get changed, but we can move this straight down, or we can even put it at the top and bring them in the sides and then feed them in. It's not a big deal. Just takes some reworking of the inside. Actually, that might be a little bit better. Bring it in the sides. Bring copper in here. Feed it up and over. Bring iron in here. Feed it up, over, and then plastic comes in there and comes straight down. Yeah. Since I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and make plans for that. There's the copper feed. And iron will just come in and come straight up. And then over the top here. And we'll just bring it over like that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that change done right now, in fact. Oops. What we'll do is we'll cut the outside and let it run for a little bit, which will eat up the resources, and then we'll rework the way the inside works. So it'll allow us to put it north of the belts as well. And you can grab some more regular belts. Yeah, the side feeds are good. I think the top feeds for Factorio buildings need to be like the out, and the side feeds should be the in. It seems to work a little bit better that way. Well, at least the way I think. So, get all these set up. You go there, and then you're there, and then you're there. And bring all that set up correctly. And we'll just come over like that. Alright. So down, straight over and down. Oops. over one more. Okay. Oh, now we're out of power in here. Which is alright. Can make do. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of glad that we're out of power because I've got it misaligned here. Need you to move this whole thing then to redo the belts again. But we can hook the power back up. And there we go. Don't have to fool anything. Don't really have to fool with anything on the outside. Just gotta flip these around. Flip, 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 flip. That joins up, and it's very nice looking. Yeah, that'll work for me. So we'll just get all this hooked up. That makes me happy, actually. Drop that in there. Alright, so that's re-hooked up. How are we doing on time? How are we doing here? Ah, plenty of stone. Alright, so let's get this foundry started. And we'll start getting things placed. But I'm definitely gonna run out of time. So one of the things I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut the intake of copper to here. And we'll pull it down a little bit. We will pick all this up and move it. This is going to get put down right here. But we can drop this out of the way, maybe? Maybe it'll work right here. And we might set it back up in just a little bit. You can get picked up, you can get picked up. You're still connected? You are not still connected. So there it's connected. Okay, building is done. So we want to put it kind of close just for right now. And basically we want to copy what we've got up here. So we can clear this, I think by, yeah, shift right clicking will clear it. And we will just grab exactly what we've got here. So I want a good clean copy of this because it's useful to have a foundry set up in a blueprint. So we'll feed it from the exact same spot, and then we'll come back with this stuff. Okay, we can pick all this up. The copper will continue to go out until I redo everything on the outside. Alright, so furnaces for right now will be 3 to a side. How many more can I make with what I've got? 2? We'll make 2 more. Short on steel. Okay, well that's solvable. This will give us a little bit more room in this building too to work with. I'm gonna make 2 more. So glad I got the circuit set up down there. Okay, so we've got belts here and here. Okay. Oh yeah, and then belt here, coming this way. We've got inserters. Oh, well, that's useful. I ran myself out of research. We'll deal with that next episode, I think. The time lost researching is not that big right now. Not that big of a deal right now. Actually, you know what we will start researching? We will start researching the legs for modular armor. 4, 5. I'll get the other 2 furnaces down. Alright, now we just need to have it join and leave. So here's the leave point. bring this over. That's the same amount that our iron is putting out. And we don't have enough iron coming in anyway for, well, we do. We need to increase it, but we'll see about doing that later. This is going to be way more than enough for the current copper demands. So, and we now have space to make it better, make it, give it more room. So that should automatically balance itself. Copper in, copper out. Okay. Yeah. So we just need to turn this one this way, and then the copper will start flowing. We can connect it with a power pole, and we have power, and the copper foundry is working. And that should be the connected out. Yep. And then we just bring this up to connect with this. Alright. So that's wonderful. We got that done. Next time, I am not sure exactly what we're going to do. Probably going to tear out the main bus and redesign it. Because it only lasted me all of 30 minutes. Not too surprising that it only lasted that long, but, you know, it is what it is. We might have to expand this, change this up a little bit, get it set up so it's working a little bit differently, but we will see what exactly we want to do for next time. So I've been Larkin Omega. Thank you for watching, and I will see all of you next time.